The sea waves move, but my tears are still. The desert sings, but my heart is mute. Every sound is empty without your reply. Every echo is poisoned with your absence. Fazza. My tears are prayers, my cries are verses, my whispers are broken wings of longing. I write your name upon the sand, but the waves erase it. I carve your name upon the stone, but time erodes it. I shout your name into the sky, but silence devours it. Still my heart refuses to stop. Still my tears refuse to rest. Still my soul whispers, Fazza, come back, Fazza, hear me. Every night I bury myself in sorrow, yet every dawn I rise again to call you. The pain is eternal, the distance infinite, but love, O Fazza, love is unkillable. Even if my body turns to dust, even if my voice breaks into silence, my tears will continue whispering, my soul will continue crying, and the earth itself will tremble with one last name. Fazza, 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 Fazza. He didn't look at me when he said it, just kept his eyes on his hands, like maybe if he didn't see my face, it'd be easier to drop this question that's been burning in him for a while. And when he finally spoke, he didn't even raise his voice. He just asked it, like he was asking for another cup of tea. If she asked you to choose her over this family, would you? I swear the world got quiet. My chest froze, because I never thought he'd say it out loud. I never thought he'd test me that way. Push me to admit what he's been guessing, but hoping wasn't true, because he's seen it. He's seen how I stand softer when it's about her. How my storms bend when she walks in the room. How I drop my pride just to keep her heart calm, even when my mouth wants to fight. He sees all that. And I think it scares him. Not because he hates her, but because he knows I'm not like him. I'm not built to stand half in, half out. When I choose all the way. So today he asked me something crazy. If she asked you to pick her or us, I didn't answer right away. I just sat there looking at my own hands, thinking about all the nights I told myself it'd never come to this. Thinking about how she never once asked me to pick, but how my chest knew it always would. Because love like this doesn't fit inside the lines they drew for me when I was too young to fight back. Love like this makes you break your own safe to protect something bigger. And sitting there across from the same man who taught me to stand tall, I realized he didn't really want an answer. He wanted a lie. He wanted me to say, no, Dad, I'd never choose her over you. But that's not my truth. So I looked up and all I said was, you really want to know? And he didn't speak. He didn't nod. He didn't push. He just sat there, quiet, waiting to see if his son would fold or stand. And maybe my answer will break something. Or maybe it'll build something better than what we're pretending to protect. So there I was, sitting in front of him, feeling that silence stretch between us like a tight rope. He didn't move, didn't clear his throat, didn't soften what he'd asked. It just hung in the air. If she asked you to pick her or us, who do you stand for? And my mind was spinning because you know what? This was never about her making me choose. She never looked me in the eyes and said, pick me or them. She's never put that weight on my chest. She's never wanted me to lose my roots, just to hold her hand. But he can't see that. To him, love like this means losing something. A son's loyalty, a family's name, the picture-perfect line they worked so hard to paint for the world. So I sat there, staring at my own hands, thinking about how far we've come, how many times I swallowed my truth just to keep the peace, how many nights I'd walk out of her arms just to sit at this same table. and pretend my heart wasn't somewhere else. And maybe he thinks that's love, bending for him, staying small for him, putting his pride above my own truth. But I'm done pretending my stand is soft when it comes to her. So I looked up at him, and for the first time in my life, I said something I knew would break his chest, just like it broke mine to say it. Dad, she would never make me pick. But if you're asking me now, if you're saying I have to stand on one side or the other, then I stand where my truth is. He didn't like that answer. I could see it in the way his eyes dropped. He thought I'd bend. He thought I'd soften and say, "No, Dad, you first. Always you." But the man who taught me to stand tall taught me too well, because now I stand even when it means standing alone. I told him, "You can hate it. You can push me away. You can close every door you opened for me since I was a boy. But if you think I'll stand small for you just to lose what makes me real, you don't know me as well as you think you do." I didn't raise my voice. I didn't fight. I just told him the truth he didn't want to hear. And that truth was simple. She never asked me to pick, but if life forces me to, my heart already decided long before he asked. And my answer, it's not what he wanted, but it's the only stand that feels right in my chest. After I said it, I once touched the stars above, but forever slipped into never, and I lost my only love. Brother, you think I am waiting for someone who will make me whole, but my heart is a torn manuscript with no reader for my soul. At night I see the shadows of the one who walked away. I whisper their name in silence, but silence has nothing to say. Yes, I am single, I admit it, but not in the way you assume. For my life is a locked chamber where only sorrow makes room. Each time you ask, I shiver, as if a wound is pressed. For you see only my laughter, but not the ache in my chest. I smile to protect your kindness. I laugh so you don't see the chains of love long broken that still imprison me. Yes, brother, I walk alone. Yes, my nights are bare. But single is not just status. It's a cross I always bear. If love was a river once flowing, mine has turned to dust. If trust was a light once glowing, mine has betrayed my trust. So, when you ask again tomorrow, with your teasing, gentle